from San Diego to cities around the world. Millions are watching the violence being played out right now in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in the Gaza Strip, and locally, those supporting both sides have taken to the streets to demonstrate. KPBS reporter Jacob Aere is live at the federal building where a rally is being held by the Palestinian Youth Movement. Jacob.
Thanks, Maya. Yeah, this rally began about an hour ago, and it's now roughly 350 people. And we've seen other types of rallies like this around San Diego locally. Some 300 demonstrated Thursday for Israel outside the Jewish Family Center in La Jolla, and then 700 more on Saturday in support of Palestinians in Balboa Park. They're here in response to what is now 9 days of violence with no end in sight right now. Earlier today, I spoke with SDSU professor of political science, Fareed Abdel-Nour, who is of Palestinian descent and grew up in the West Bank. He attended the Saturday rally in solidarity with Palestine.
Living in the United States makes one tied to the region because the United States is a party to this conflict. It is not an observer to this conflict.
As Israel continued to trade airstrikes with rockets fired from Gaza on Tuesday, the United Nations said more than 52,000 Palestinians are considered internally displaced, and there's a severe shortage of medical supplies. Abdel-Nour says the civilian injuries and death toll has been crushing.
There has been a pretty horrendous death toll in the last 8 days. On the Israeli side, 12 lives have been lost. On the Palestinian side, 232 lives have been lost.
Abdel-Nour says the violence in the region is the worst since the 2014 Gaza war, and while not as long-lasting at this point, so far this conflict has been more intense.
The most direct effect is the sense of being terrified that any moment a rocket might land, and that's been terrifying, of course, for Israeli civilians. For Palestinian civilians in Gaza, it is also the fear and the terror of having bombs dropped on you.
While world leaders are now overwhelmingly calling for a ceasefire, including President Biden, the two sides have not been able to come to terms yet. Reporting live from downtown San Diego, Jacob Aere, KPBS News.